Now, I wanted to dedicate it more as an MLB 23 video, just discussing the Red Sox being the interest kings of baseball. I was just gonna make it more into a discussion since I couldn't play more than 3 innings of a given game. And we lost connection with the opponent. You're batting a buck 82. No wonder you want a bunt. Lord, he just gets a hold of one. Like, this shit hurts my brain. Like, oh my god. This guy just seems like the kind of person, if I get any sort of lead, he's just gonna quit. I get it, it's January. I kind of hope between now and MLB 24's release kind of flies by, because playing ranked seasons other than doing videos for you guys, it just isn't the same really anymore. Man, oh my god, I miss Xander, man. It sucks that he's in San Diego, but it was probably for the best. I miss him so much though. No, he may either crush this or I get him looking. What the fuck? Hey! Like, again, he may crush this or he may just get caught looking. Hey! I've been looking into Soler. Fuck you. Did you know the Red Sox could have landed Willie Mays? It was just because our owner, Tom Yaki, wanted to have a certain outdated kind of mindset that they, as a Red Sox organization, were set with having players like Willie Mays on their roster, if you get my drift, which I think is just absolutely heartbreaking. I'm going to list off the players that I have on this roster. Brian Reynolds, Jorge Soler, who's the most recent one, Xander Bogaerts, Marcus Semien, Jonathan Scope, Shohei Ohtani, Sean Murphy, Seiya Suzuki, Mitch Haniger, Teoscar Hernandez, Anthony Rizzo, Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Nate Eovaldi, Joe Kelly, Josh Hader, and there was many more players that I could list. I can even say Trevor Story because the Red Sox had interest in Trevor Story, just like Kenley Jansen ended up signing the both of them. They are like 2 for God knows how many, but just the amount of players that the Red Sox have not been able to acquire after it's been reported that they were interested in certain players, certain all-star to superstar level players, and nothing has materialized. Folks, the Red Sox are trolling us fans. It's like an endless cycle of pain that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis. The last 2 off seasons, it feels like, or even a little bit beyond that, to be honest. It sucks how this team wants to go and trying to make it seem like Chaim Bloom was the problem, but now Red Sox fans are starting to smarten up a little bit and kind of point the finger at ownership at that point, because like they're starting to try to act like a small market team when the Red Sox, you and I both know, aren't a small market team. So I don't like this whole narrative, or at least this whole idea that the Red Sox are a small market team and ownership is treating it like such. You guys are trying to stay under the tax so you don't get hit with tax penalties. Okay, fine, but what are you going to end up doing with that? That doesn't sound like a team that wants to win. That just sounds like a team just trying to save money. I would equate that to a team like the fucking Pittsburgh Pirates. And it's not to throw shade at the Pittsburgh Pirates. I love many players that went through that organization. Andrew McCutchen was one of my favorite players when I was younger. What I mean by bringing up the Pittsburgh Pirates is a team that doesn't want to spend little to any money on free agents. The Red Sox have thrown the bag at good players. I would say David Price, no matter what anybody may believe, JD Martinez, and you've sent the bag to players who had bad seasons and were bad contracts, like Pablo Sandoval. You lose out on Mookie Betts so you can get out of the David Price money to really do not a whole lot with in the grand scheme of things. It's frustrating now. It's one thing if you guys came out and said we're not really looking at any of the free agents that are intriguing us, but when there's report after report of saying Red Sox are interested in this player, interested in that player. First it was Blake Snell, and then it was Jordan Montgomery, then it was Teoscar Hernandez, it turned into Jorge Soler. Now they're looking at trades. They have an interest in this guy, and this guy, and you don't really end up getting anybody. That takes a toll. Where is the passion? Where's the urgency to try to make something happen? I don't know the ins and outs, and I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Right now, I see that the Red Sox haven't done really jack shit besides trading for Tyler O'Neill, trading Chris Sale, and then acquiring Lucas Giolito to a short-term contract. And if things keep going how they're going right now, I honestly believe that we're looking at a Red Sox team that's probably going to win maybe like 75 games. I like being optimistic about the Red Sox, especially after the 2021 season. At the same time, you only can be optimistic for so long when you're seeing this team not have a sense of urgency when it comes to getting better. The thing I see more online, besides the Red Sox saying they're interested in a player, is the Red Sox wanting to stay under the luxury tax and they want to shed payroll. As a fan, I really don't care about that. All I see online with the Red Sox is them telling me that we are not getting better. Regardless on your opinion on the Chris Sale trade, and regardless on your opinion on Chris Sale when it comes to production, him as a player, the Red Sox got worse. It's not throwing any shade on Devon Grissom or nothing. I think they upgraded the second base position because I honestly think he's going to be their second baseman going into opening day. You trade your best pitcher, on paper, your best pitcher in Chris Sale, your ace, to a Braves team, and you have yet to replace that level, that presence, and potential production that Sale would have brought to you. The Red Sox looking at Dylan Cease. You got the Red Sox looking at Jesus Luzardo. They're not really looking at Corbin Burns because it just seems like Milwaukee may try to ride with him through the 2024 season, or may just trade him at the deadline. If you don't trade Corbin Burns, you're an idiot. I'm more just ranting. I'm trying to figure out what the Red Sox are going to do in terms of trying to make this team into a contender, because we're a last place team right now. And if they go and prove me wrong with the guys they have now and they only make minimal moves, great, more power to them. That'll be great. I'll be watching. I'm saying this and I'm saying my piece now is because I care about this team and I care about seeing this team succeed. You are playing in the toughest division in baseball and you guys aren't even putting up a fight. If you guys are going to throw in the towel, just say that and then make the necessary moves you have to do and get the right people in positions that we can see to move forward with this team. Because it seems like the people in power right now don't know what the hell they want to do. Like, this team could be so much better. You're meaning to tell me you couldn't get Shota Imanaga for the contract he signed with the Cubs? Again, I don't know what the whole deal is behind closed doors and whatnot, and what trades may or may not be in the pipeline for the Red Sox. And it seems like that's where they're trying to do most of their production. But it's like, give us something. That's all I'm asking for, is give us something to be excited about. You know, like, do you guys want to compete or not? It's just upsetting with the notion, because they still have ways to make this team good. And this video could be irrelevant by tomorrow or within the next hour if a trade or a signing actually miraculously happens. But as of right now, this team is a last place team and they're staring the barrel down to being the bottom feeders in the AL East. The Yankees got better because they got Juan Soto, and potentially they're going to get guys like Marcus Stroman and some others to help with that pitching rotation a little bit. Soto's probably gonna hit like 45 fucking home runs. The Orioles, they have arrived. Like, they're a young team that is just gonna continuously getting better. Those guys aren't going anywhere for like the next 10 to 15 years. The Blue Jays is probably like the next closest competition to the Red Sox, but even then, I think the Blue Jays at least have a mission and they're determined to try to get better. Signing people like George Springer and having great players like Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Kevin Gausman is their ace. Like, he pitches like an ace. Kevin Gausman's good. Look at the Rays. The Rays have been consistently good throughout the regular season. I'm not going to say postseason though, because you guys shit your pants in the postseason. But in the regular season, you're looking at a first or second place finish. Like, there's only so many playoff spots, and you're looking at 4 teams out of the 5 in that division that have something to say about that. Then you got the Red Sox. They're trying to worry about how much money they can save while trying to navigate. Oh, we're a small market team. We don't have any money. We can't seem to get anybody. It's me saying that this team can be so much better. Red Sox fans everywhere, just like me, are just sitting back and waiting. I'm trying to be optimistic about this team. I am trying to keep my hopes up that the Red Sox will actually find ways to make certain moves so this team can actually look forward, and I can look forward to seeing the Red Sox play baseball this season, because nobody can sit here and tell me, in all honesty, they have 100% confidence in this team to make any sort of noise with the team how it's currently constructed this season. Get yourself a quality starter. Sign Jorge Soler or some sort of right-handed power bat that we desperately need. I think Jorge Soler is the best option, and right now it says the Red Sox are interested in him, but they're yet to even sit down and talk with him, it seems like. So I don't know how likely that honestly is. I'm gonna just not try to get my hopes up too crazy until I actually start seeing some we've signed X, Y, and Z players to this kind of contracts, or we made a trade with this ball club for these players. I'm just gonna try to keep an open mind. If things so start changing for the better in terms of this offseason, you're gonna hear from me again, and I'm gonna be far less optimistic and a lot more pissed off than where I am now.